What if I told your knees hurt after 60 when you stand up, walk across the room, climb the stairs, or sit down into a chair? I want you to hear this carefully. You do not need to punish your knees with squats to make them feel stronger. You do not need to get down on the floor, force deep stretches, or push through sharp pain just because someone told you that knee pain is part of aging. Many seniors stop moving because every movement feels like a warning. The knee feels stiff in the morning, sore after sitting, weak when standing, and sometimes painful enough that you start planning your whole day around avoiding stairs, long walks, and low chairs. But when you avoid movement completely, the muscles that support the knee become even quieter. The knee starts carrying more of the job alone, and that is when simple daily movements begin to feel harder than they should. Here is the important thing. Your knee is not just a hinge in the middle of your leg, it is part of a full support system. The muscles in your thighs help control the front of the knee. The muscles behind your thigh help slow the knee down when you bend it. Your hips help keep the knee from collapsing inward. Your calves and ankles help absorb force from the floor. Even your feet matter because every step starts from the ground. After 60, if you sit more, walk less, or avoid movement because of pain, this support system can start switching off. Then the knee feels unstable, heavy, and irritated, not always because the knee is broken, but because the muscles around it are not helping enough. That is why today's routine is different. We are not doing squats, we are not doing lunges, we are not doing deep knee bends. We are going to use gentle chair moves that wake up the muscles around your knees while keeping the pressure low. These moves are slow, controlled, and senior-friendly. You can do them from a sturdy chair at home, and you can make every movement smaller if your knees are sensitive. The goal is not to force your knee to bend more than it wants. The goal is to teach your legs to support your knees again so standing, walking, and climbing stairs can start to feel smoother. Before we begin, make sure your chair is stable and does not roll. Sit tall, keep your feet flat, and keep the movements comfortable. If you feel a gentle muscle effort or mild warmth around the joint, that is usually okay. If you feel sharp pain, sudden swelling, dizziness, chest pain, or pain that feels wrong, stop immediately and speak with a doctor or physical therapist. These exercises are meant to support everyday knee comfort. They are not a replacement for medical care if your knee is badly injured, hot, red, severely swollen, or suddenly unable to hold your weight. The first gentle move is the seated ankle pump, and you may wonder why we are starting with the ankle when the problem is knee pain. The reason is simple. The knee listens to the foot and ankle every time you walk. If your ankles are stiff, your knees often take extra pressure. If your lower legs are weak, the knee has less help absorbing force. Sit tall with both feet flat on the floor. Keep your heels down and slowly lift your toes up toward your shins. Hold for 2 seconds. Then lower your toes and gently press the balls of your feet into the floor as if you are pressing a soft pedal. Hold for 2 seconds. That is one slow repetition. Do this 20 times, but do not rush. This is not tapping. This is controlled movement. As the toes lift, feel the front of your shins wake up. As you press down, feel the calves gently join in. The most common mistake with this move is going too fast. Fast tapping may look active, but it does not teach control. Slow ankle pumps help your lower legs warm up and prepare your knees for the rest of the routine. Keep both knees facing forward. Do not let them roll inward or outward. If your feet do not move much at first, that is okay. Small movement done with control is still useful. Imagine you are telling your lower legs, "Wake up, it is time to support the knees again." The second move is the seated heel slide. This one helps your knee bend and straighten without putting your full body weight on it. Many seniors with knee pain stop bending the knee because they are afraid it will hurt. But when the knee is never moved gently, it can become even stiffer. Sit toward the front half of your chair, but stay safe and balanced. Place your right heel on the floor. Slowly slide that heel forward until your knee becomes almost straight, but do not lock it. Pause for a moment. Then slowly slide the heel back toward the chair until your foot is underneath you again. That is one repetition. Move slowly, about 3 seconds forward and 3 seconds back. Do 10 repetitions on the right side, then 10 on the left. As you slide the heel back, think about pulling from the back of your thigh instead of dragging the foot carelessly. That small detail wakes up the hamstrings, the muscles behind your thigh that help control the knee. The mistake here is forcing the knee into a painful bend or letting the foot lift off the floor. Keep the heel connected to the floor and stay inside a comfortable range. If your knee only bends a little today, that is fine. Tomorrow it may move a little more. Your job is not to win a contest. Your job is to restore trust between your knee and your muscles. The third move is the seated knee extension, sometimes called a long arc quad. This move wakes up the large thigh muscle on the front of your leg, one of the most important muscles for knee support. Sit tall with both feet flat. Slowly straighten your right knee until your lower leg lifts in front of you. Do not kick. Do not snap. Lift slowly. When the leg is almost straight, hold for 2 seconds. Then lower the foot back to the floor even slower, taking 3 or 4 seconds. That slow lowering matters because your thigh learns control on the way down. Do 8 repetitions on the right, then 8 on the left. If your knee feels irritated when you straighten all the way, only lift halfway. If the front of your thigh starts to burn a little, that is muscle work. If the knee joint itself feels sharp or pinchy, reduce the range. Keep your back tall and do not lean backward to swing the leg up. A lot of people cheat this move by using momentum, but momentum does not strengthen the support system. Control does. Picture your thigh lifting the lower leg like a slow elevator, then lowering it with care. This is the kind of strength your knees need when you walk downstairs, step off a curb, or sit down without dropping into the chair. Before we continue, if you are finding this helpful, please subscribe to Imperial Fitness Hub and tap the bell so you do not miss the next senior-friendly routine. Also, I want you to comment your age and country below. Tell me where you are watching from and whether your knee pain is worse when standing up, walking, climbing stairs, or sitting too long. I read the comments and your answers help me create the exact routines seniors need most. Now the fourth move is the seated hip press out. This one is important because knee pain is often connected to weak hips. When the muscles on the outside of your hips become weak, the knees can drift inward when you stand or walk. That inward drift can place more stress around the knee. Sit tall with your feet flat and your knees bent. Keep your feet planted. Now slowly press both knees outward just a small distance, as if you are gently opening the knees away from each other. Hold for 2 seconds, then bring them back to neutral. Do not let your feet roll. Do not move so far that it feels strained. Do 12 slow repetitions. You should feel the sides of your hips or the outer part of your buttocks working. That is a good sign. This is not a big dramatic movement. It is a small control exercise. Your hips are learning to guide your knees. The mistake is pushing too far or rocking the body side to side. Stay tall. Move only from the hips. If you want to make it easier, place your hands gently on the outside of your knees and press lightly into your hands. If you want to make it stronger later, you can use a soft resistance band, but you do not need one today. Your body weight is enough. The fifth move is the pillow squeeze. This wakes up the inner thighs, another muscle group that helps keep your legs stable. Take a pillow, folded towel, or soft cushion and place it between your knees. Sit tall with both feet flat. Gently squeeze the pillow with your knees and hold for 5 seconds. Then relax without letting the pillow fall. Do 10 slow squeezes. You are not trying to crush the pillow. Use steady pressure, about half of your maximum effort. The purpose is to wake up the inner thighs and help the knees feel supported from both sides. Many seniors are surprised by this move because it looks too simple, but it often reveals weakness or uneven control. One leg may press harder than the other. One knee may feel less connected. That awareness is useful. Keep breathing as you squeeze. Do not hold your breath and do not tighten your shoulders. If your hips or knees feel uncomfortable, use a thicker pillow and squeeze more gently. Think of this as giving your knees side support, like building guardrails around a bridge. The sixth move is the seated heel press, and this is the most important one for many people with sore knees because the joint barely moves, but the muscles work strongly. Sit tall with your right foot flat on the floor. Now press your right heel down into the floor as if you are trying to drag it backward, but do not actually move the foot. The foot stays still. You should feel the back of your thigh and sometimes the muscles around the knee tighten. Hold for 5 seconds, then relax for 5 seconds. Do 6 rounds on the right leg, then 6 on the left. After that, we add the front thigh version. Keep the foot flat. Press the ball of the foot gently into the floor as if you are about to straighten the knee. But again, do not let the foot move. You should feel the front of your thigh tighten. Hold for 5 seconds, then relax. Do 6 rounds each side. This is called an isometric effort, which means the muscle works without a big joint movement. For knees that feel irritated by too much bending, this can be a very safe way to start rebuilding support. Keep the effort around 50 or 60%. You should feel steady strength, not shaking strain. Now let us put the routine together. Start with 20 seated ankle pumps, then do 10 heel slides on each leg, then do 8 slow knee extensions on each side, then do 12 hip press outs, then do 10 pillow squeezes. Finish with 6 heel presses and 6 front thigh presses on each leg. The full routine takes about 8 to 10 minutes, and you can do it once a day. If you only have 3 minutes, do the ankle pumps, the seated knee extensions, and the heel press. Those 3 will wake up the lower leg, the front thigh, and the back thigh without squats. The best time to do this depends on when your knees bother you most. If your knees feel stiff in the morning, do the routine after you wake up before your first longer walk around the house. If your knees hurt after sitting, do it before standing and moving again. If your knees ache in the evening, do it before you settle into the chair for the night. The key is consistency. One gentle session may make your knees feel warmer and more awake. 7 days can help you notice better control. A few weeks can help your legs feel more supportive during daily movements. I also want you to remember this. Pain can make you afraid of movement, but the answer is not always to stop moving. The answer is often to choose the right movement. Squats may be too much right now. Lunges may be too much right now. Long walks may irritate your knees if your muscles are not ready, but gentle chair moves can help you start again from a safer place. They let your muscles practice support without throwing your full body weight onto the joint. Be patient with your knees. They have carried you for decades. They have helped you work, travel, climb, sit, stand, kneel, and care for the people you love. If they are painful now, they do not need anger. They need support. Move slowly, breathe, stay consistent, never force sharp pain, and give your body time to respond. Try this chair routine every day for the next 7 days and notice how your knees feel when you stand, walk, and use stairs. Now I want to hear from you in the comments. Write your age, your country, and which knee bothers you more, right, left, or both. Also tell me the hardest part of your day. Is it standing up from a chair, walking outside, climbing stairs, getting out of the car, or sitting too long? Your comment may help someone else feel less alone, and it helps me know what video to make next. If this routine helped you, please like the video, subscribe to Imperial Fitness Hub, and share it with a friend or family member who has knee pain after 60. You do not need squats to begin supporting your knees. You need gentle moves, done slowly, safely, and consistently. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.